on the air
Hello.
in studio right now. Nathan, it's great to have you in. And of course, my goal is that you'll be a regular guest of ours.
Mm-hmm. And eventually I will take over the station.
Well, we're starting the year, and I know seasonal affective disorder, depression, mental health issues are a big barrier for people.
Yes.
At this time of year.
I went through a cancer journey in 2024, and so I'm still kind of talking to a cancer care counselor about that. And so that's something I have access to. I think I would love for everybody to get counseling.
Right.
And I don't mean that in a negative way, but just everybody to have a professional and objective person to talk to, even if you don't think you're in any particular mental health crisis, but just to be just to check in with somebody and say hey, I do this on the regular. Is that a thing that people do?
Right. And someone who's not related to you or doesn't work with you, they don't know the context. You give them the context.
Yeah, it can be validating. It can be challenging. I've worked with different counselors over the years, and just it's been so helpful to me just to have a professional.
I agree, but I know a lot of people who don't, and this is why. In order to seek counseling and go to a therapist or a counselor,
sure,
you have to be willing to be vulnerable.
Yes.
You can't just go there and then say, no, it's fine. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Because they're going to say, well, let's unpack that. Why do you think that this is fine when all these things are happening?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think that's an interesting perspective, actually, is the other side. As just normal people, that when we go to counseling, you don't just go in there and then they provide you all this help. You have to actually sit down and share the hard parts.
You got to be willing to talk about yourself. Yeah. And I think that comes with some baggage, maybe from previous generations who are lovely, and I don't want to throw under the bus, but just it was thought of as you sought counseling if you were at rock bottom.
Right.
And the idea being nowadays more so to get some tools in your tool belt before you hit rock bottom. Talk to a counselor when you're fine so you can learn about how to stay that way as much as possible. Yeah.
For a while, I was seeing, and I can say this because I'm the client, but I was seeing Christine Elias at Pembina Counseling Center.
Oh, great. Okay.
She is fabulous, and she helped me through a really, really tough time. She was the first counselor I ever saw.
Oh.
And at one point, I went to her and said, Christine, if I'm being honest, I'm doing fine. I'm great. And she said, you know what? I'm still glad you're here, and let's just talk about what's great. Because she never gets to hear that. She gets to hear the hard times and the bad times.
Okay.
So it was nice for her to see kind of that moment in my life that was I'm doing great now.
Yeah, doing really, Yep.
Where for previously I'd gone to her saying, I'm in the depths of despair.
The depths of despair. Yes, that's Anne of Green Gables, kind of you're vexed and utterly and completely and so on. Yeah.
So I like that mentality of go to a counselor even when you're doing well, just to check in.
I had a counselor who would always stress that the problem, you are not the problem. The problem is the problem. So I know that's on his website. That's great. It's really, really good.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and so he worked a lot with kids. George McDonald, great guy.
I went to see him too.
George, high
I
fives for same counselor.
Yes, George in the Clock Tower in Carmen. That's where I went to see him.
Oh, okay, yeah. He had an office here in Winkler for a while, and he was very big on on giving your problems a name and separating yourself from them, not in a dissociative way, but just a, hey, I see you there issue that I'm having.
Yes.
Extreme social anxiety, and I see what you're trying to do, and I'm not the problem. You are. You named it, and I did drawings.
He made me draw a picture of my anxiety as a monster.
Yeah, me too.
What does it look like to you? Mine was a big bear that was kind of surrounding me all the time. It was a bear of anxiety.
Okay.
Because it made no sense to me. I don't know what. I can't unpack that for you.
No, sure. No, that's it's in his office somewhere.
It's hanging in his office.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome that you and I are talking about this right now as people who have gone to counseling and numerous or a couple of counselors, because that's how it should be. We should be able, it shouldn't be oh, Nathan went to counseling.
Yeah, I'm admitting this on air.
Oh, or Jayme, that shouldn't be shocking. It should be of course, I went to George too.
Sure.
That's normal.
Yeah.
And it didn't mean we were losing it. It
No.
just meant we're humans having life experiences.
Yeah, and just want somebody to talk to or need a bit of help or kind of, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, and that is such good insight. Can you repeat that? That was an aha Oprah moment.
Oh.
What was that power
Okay,
line?
with all respect, shout outs George McDonald. You are not the problem. The problem is the problem.
Amazing. Hopefully this chat is like helping people feel more comfortable, like even, chatting about their own mental health.
Yeah.
That's a big focus in January. A lot of times we love to bring in the experts, and we might do that yet.
Sure.
But sometimes I like to just hear from the real people. So thanks, Nathan, for being that guy.
I'm happy to help.